You're watching Chris
and the Donnas.
Morning, everybody. So it's been a few days since I've done some clips. June 30th was the day we cut grass, and it was really dry that month, and that had been 26 days at that point when we had cut grass the previous time. On July 18th, about 2.5 weeks later, we were able to cut grass while it was green, like you see here. And that was a week ago. Today's July 25th. So the grass is doing really good. It's growing. Don't know if we'll cut it this afternoon or if we'll wait a couple more days to give it a little more thickness or whatever. Just depending on what all we've got going on. But this morning I got up early and the sun's starting to come up, but it's not quite above the trees yet. But kind of what I want to tackle this morning before it gets too hot is you'll see here on this crepe myrtle that there's some growth, some extra sprouts that are trying to come up around the trunk, and so I'm going to clip them back, as well as cut a weed or two that's growing at the base of this big tree here. And then finally this morning before I have breakfast, over there by the grove near the pool, there's some weeds or some other growth that's wanting to try to take over some of the shrubs and trees over there. So I'm going to show you kind of before and after what I'm going to be taking away. So here on the crepe myrtle, here's a better shot. You can see I've got this one growth that's out away from the trunk, and then some bigger sprouts. Wow, sorry for the noise, but there's a lot of these bigger ones here. So I'm going to cut these down first, and then you can see the result afterwards. Okay, so now you can see I have cleared around the base, including the ones that were over to the side. And here's the small pile debris left from that cut. All right, now let's go ahead and take care of this little job over here. All right, so we got one here, got a pretty big size one here, and down here, and a little bit over here. So I'm going to clear all that out next. All right, so now we've cleaned out those few weeds that are around the base of this big tree, and I have added them to the small pile over there at the base of the crepe myrtle. So I'm going to go dispose them in the woods and then do the next set of weeds over by the grove next to the pavilion by the pool. All right, now I'm by the grove next to the pavilion and the pool. This particular tree has got some pretty good weeds growing around the base, trying to choke it out. So I'm going to cut them out. Now, also around our potted plants of various sizes, the grass has grown up quite a bit around it in recent days. So whenever we cut grass next, we'll have to come in here and weed eat around these to kind of get some of this to cut back so it doesn't swallow some of the smaller plants like the ferns that we have scattered around these bigger plants. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of this job at hand. All right, and here's where all the weeds have now been cleared around the base of this tree. So it looks much better. Good evening. So it's Wednesday, July 27th, 2022. Yesterday afternoon, on another hot day, we were able to get our grass cut. So just kind of wanted to show you how nice and green and how well groomed it looks now that we've got it cut. So typically I ride a smaller lawnmower, and I usually take care of most of the property that goes around trees and shrubs, such as over here on the various lots. And the Donnas takes care of more of these open spaces with the roundabout lawnmower. And can cover a lot more territory with that particular machine. So, and then his daddy, who we call P. Diddy, he did quite a bit of weed eating yesterday. Really got all the spaces that the mowers can't get close enough to. He got them looking really nice. So, unlike June that had a lot of drought, July's had enough rainfall to keep everything nice and green and lush. And actually, even though it was hot the first part of the afternoon when we cut yesterday, a nice breeze started blowing and a couple of raindrops dropped on us, but not enough to make it stop. And it actually was pretty comfortable by the time we finished up. So hopefully the rest of the summer we'll have days like that when we cut grass, and then it won't be too unbearable in the heat. All right, so just wanted to provide that update of kind of where we are on our ongoing summer projects.
Don't forget to like this video by giving it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below to let us know what you think. If you're not a subscriber, click the red subscribe button below. And keep up with our latest videos by clicking the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out these other videos, and we'll see you next time.